Hey there! Welcome back to the channel where we break down the secrets to success one mindset at a time. Today, we're diving into the 10 of the most important differences between the rich and the poor, how they approach money. This single mindset shift can completely transform your financial future. So stick around. Let's face it, money makes the world go round. But it's not just about how much you have. It's about how you think about it. The rich, they see money as a tool to create more money. The poor, they see it as something to spend or save. Sounds simple, right? But let's break it down. 1. People with a rich mindset treat money like a seed. They know that if you plant it in the right place, like investments, businesses, or skills, it will grow. They're always thinking, how can I make this dollar work for me? Whether it's buying rental properties, starting a side hustle, or even investing in stocks, they focus on multiplying their income. And they love compound growth. They understand that money grows over time when it's invested wisely. So instead of spending all their earnings, they put their money to work. Now let's look at the other side. The poor mindset tends to treat money like a resource that runs out. The focus is on spending it to cover expenses or saving it for a rainy day. While saving is important, this mindset can create a cycle of scarcity thinking. They're often asking, how much do I have left? Instead of, how can I grow this? This fear of running out leads to missed opportunities, like investing in their future or taking risks that could lead to big rewards. Here's a quick example. Let's say two people each get $1,000. The person with the rich mindset invests in an online business that grows over time. The person with the poor mindset, they buy a new TV and that money is gone. One planted the seed, the other consumed it. So here's the takeaway. Start thinking of money as a tool, not just a resource. Ask yourself, how can I make this dollar work for me? And don't worry if you're starting small. Every big tree was once a tiny seed. 2. Focus on problems versus opportunities. Let's talk about the difference between focusing on problems and focusing on opportunities. Here's the thing. When faced with a challenge, people with a rich mindset ask, what's the solution? How can I turn this around? They see problems as stepping stones and setbacks as opportunities to learn. They know every problem has a solution, and often, solving that problem leads to growth, new skills, or even new opportunities. It's all about reframing challenges as a chance to level up. But the poor mindset is a little different. People with this mindset tend to see problems as roadblocks, reasons why something can't be done. Instead of asking, how do I fix this? They focus on, why me? Or why it won't work. This mindset leads to stagnation. When you focus on obstacles instead of possibilities, you limit your ability to move forward. So, ask yourself, are you looking at life's challenges through the lens of problems or opportunities? The answer can shape your future. 3. Time perspective. Next up, time perspective. This one's huge. People with a rich mindset are long-term thinkers. They make decisions today that will pay off years from now. They're all about delayed gratification, investing in things that compound over time, whether it's their money, health, or relationships. Think about it. When you invest in your future, the rewards are exponential. It's not about what you can gain today. It's about what you're building for tomorrow. Now, compare that to the poor mindset. People with this mindset tend to prioritize short-term gratification, the I want it now mentality. Whether it's spending money instead of saving or choosing comfort over growth, this mindset sacrifices future success for momentary satisfaction. The result? They stay stuck in a cycle of working for today but never really building for tomorrow. 4. Real-life example. Here's a real-world example. Imagine one person invests $100 a month in a retirement account that grows at 7% annually. In 20 years, that's nearly $50,000. The other spends that same $100 every month on things that don't last. The difference? One is planting seeds for the future, while the other is stuck in the present. Here's the big question for you. Are you thinking long-term? And when challenges come your way, do you focus on solutions or let the obstacles stop you? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your mindset shifts. 5. The rich mindset, calculated risks. Let's start with the rich mindset and how they view risk. People with this mindset are comfortable with calculated risks. Notice I said calculated. They're not out here flipping coins and hoping for the best. They evaluate the potential rewards, weigh the risks, and then take action. They understand that growth, whether financial, personal, or professional, requires stepping out of their comfort zone. Every investment, every business decision, every bold move involves some level of uncertainty. But here's the kicker. They embrace it because they know that the potential reward often outweighs the fear of failure. 6. The poor mindset, fear of risk. Now, let's talk about the poor mindset when it comes to risk. People with this mindset tend to be risk-averse. They prefer security and familiarity over taking chances, even when those chances could lead to something great. Why? Because the fear of failure outweighs the potential reward. They ask questions like, what if I lose money? Or, what if this doesn't work? And while those are valid concerns, this fear often keeps them stuck in the same place. No growth, no progress, no big wins, just playing it safe. Here's a real-world example. Imagine two people with $10,000. One invests it into starting an online business. They research, learn, and put in the work. The other keeps the money in a low-interest savings account, afraid of losing it. Fast forward 5 years. The person with the business is now earning $5,000 a month, while the other has barely gained a few hundred in interest. See the difference? The person who took the calculated risk planted seeds for long-term success, while the other played it safe and missed out on a bigger opportunity. Overcoming the fear of risk. Now, if you're thinking, I'm just not a risk taker, don't worry. It's a skill you can develop. Start by asking yourself, what's the worst that can happen? How can I minimize the risk? What's the potential reward? When you evaluate risks this way, they feel a lot less scary. And remember, taking risks doesn't mean being reckless. It means being strategic and believing in your ability to figure things out along the way. So here's your challenge for today. Identify one area of your life where you've been avoiding a risk and ask yourself, what's the reward if it works out? Drop your answers in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. 7-inch first, let's talk about the rich mindset. Wealthy people treat time as an investment. They focus on activities that are productive and move them closer to their goals. This includes learning new skills, building relationships, and delegating tasks they don't need to do themselves. Here's the key. They understand that their time is limited, so they use it strategically. Instead of doing everything themselves, they leverage the expertise of others to save time and get better results. This mindset isn't just about working hard. It's about working smart and making sure every hour spent brings them closer to their dreams. Now, let's look at the poor mindset. People with this mindset often spend more time on activities that don't contribute to their long-term goals. Things like excessive entertainment, procrastination, or unproductive tasks. Of course, we all need downtime, but the difference is the rich mindset prioritizes their goals and uses leisure as a reward, not a default. The poor mindset, on the other hand, often wastes time on distractions, keeping them stuck in the same place. Here's a real-world example. Imagine two people with the same amount of free time after work. One spends 2 hours each evening learning a high-income skill, like coding or investing. The other spends those same 2 hours watching their favorite TV shows. Fast forward a year, one has a new income stream, while the other is in the same place they started. The truth is, how you use your time today shapes your tomorrow. Now, you might be thinking, how do I make better use of my time? Here are 3 simple steps to start. Set clear goals. Know what you're working towards so you can prioritize. Focus on high-value tasks. Spend time on activities that have the biggest impact on your future. Learn to delegate. Don't try to do everything yourself. Find tools, systems, or people who can help. Remember, every hour is a choice. Are you spending it building your future or just passing the time? So here's today's challenge. Take a look at how you're spending your time and ask yourself, are your daily activities helping you move closer to your goals? Let me know in the comments what changes you're planning to make. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let's start with the rich mindset and how they view failure. For wealthy and successful people, failure isn't something to fear. It's something to embrace. They see it as a natural part of the journey, a stepping stone that gets them closer to their goals. Every failure is a chance to learn, grow, and improve. It's like a feedback loop that tells you what works and what doesn't. The rich mindset says, okay, that didn't work. What's the lesson here, and how can I do better next time? Here's the thing, many successful people, entrepreneurs, inventors, athletes, will tell you their biggest breakthroughs came after their biggest failures. Why? Because failure pushes them to innovate, adapt, and persevere. Now let's talk about the poor mindset when it comes to failure. People with this mindset often see failure as the end of the road. Instead of seeing it as a lesson, they see it as proof that they're not capable, that they should give up, or that they were wrong to try in the first place. This mindset leads to fear of failure, which stops people from even trying in the first place. They think, what if I fail? What will people think? What if I lose everything? And that fear keeps them stuck, never reaching their full potential. Here's a real-world example. Imagine two entrepreneurs. Both launch their first business and both fail. One of them reflects, learns from their mistakes, and starts a second business, which eventually succeeds. The other gives up entirely, saying, I guess I'm just not cut out for this. The difference is not talent or resources, it's how they view failure. One sees it as a lesson, while the other sees it as a limit. How to change your view on failure. So, how can you start thinking about failure like the rich do? Here are 3 powerful shifts to make. Change your definition of failure. It's not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Ask the right questions. Instead of, why did this happen to me? Ask, what can I learn from this? Take action anyway. Fear of failure loses its power when you take small, consistent steps forward. And remember, the only true failure is giving up. As long as you keep trying, you're still in the game. So here's your challenge for today. Think about a recent failure you've had. Write down one lesson you learned from it and one action you can take to move forward. Drop it in the comments. I'd love to cheer you on. Let's start with the rich mindset. Successful people know that who they spend time with directly impacts their mindset, habits, and success. That's why they surround themselves with positive, ambitious, and growth-oriented individuals. They seek out mentors, collaborate with people who are smarter or more experienced, and stay in circles that challenge and inspire them. These relationships create an environment of continuous growth and opportunity. The rich mindset knows that success isn't a solo journey. By connecting with people who think big and act boldly, they gain insights, motivation, and even opportunities that help them reach the next level. Poor mindset, staying in comfort zones. Now, let's talk about the poor mindset when it comes to social circles. People with this mindset often stick to their comfort zones, spending time with friends or family who may reinforce limiting beliefs or even discourage ambition. This kind of environment can hold you back, making you question your abilities or settle for less than you're capable of. Instead of being uplifted, you might find yourself stuck in cycles of negativity or stagnation. It's not that these people are bad. They may genuinely care about you, but their mindset can unintentionally limit your growth if they don't share your vision or drive. Here's a real-world example. Imagine 2 people with the same potential. One joins a group of entrepreneurs, learning strategies, exchanging ideas, and getting inspired by their success stories. The other stays in their usual circle, hearing things like, that's too risky, or why even try? Fast forward a year. Who do you think has made more progress? The truth is, your circle determines your ceiling. If you're around people who are constantly growing, you'll naturally rise with them. But if you're around people who settle, you're more likely to stay stuck. So, how do you start surrounding yourself with the right people? Here are 3 powerful tips. Seek out mentors. Find people who are where you want to be and learn from them. Join communities. Look for groups, events, or online forums that align with your goals, like networking events or mastermind groups. Set boundaries. Limit time with people who drain your energy or discourage your dreams. Building a positive social circle takes effort, but the impact it has on your mindset and success is worth it. Remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So choose wisely. Here's your challenge for today. Take a look at your circle. Are the people around you inspiring you to grow, or are they holding you back? Let me know in the comments one way you plan to upgrade your social circle. I'd love to hear your thoughts. The rich mindset. For wealthy and successful people, giving isn't just about charity. It's a way to create abundance. They believe that by sharing their time, knowledge, and resources, they're not losing anything. They're multiplying opportunities. Here's the key. Successful people operate from a mindset of abundance. They believe the world is full of opportunities and that wealth isn't a zero-sum game. By giving back, they're investing in people and systems that create even more growth, for others and for themselves. And let's not forget, philanthropy is often a way for the rich to align their success with their purpose. Whether it's through mentorship, funding important causes, or building communities, giving back becomes a natural extension of their journey. Now let's look at the poor mindset. For many, giving is seen as a loss. It's common to hear things like, "I don't have enough to give," or "I'll give when I have more." This mindset is rooted in scarcity, the belief that resources are limited and there's never enough to go around. This mindset can become a self-fulfilling cycle. When you believe there's never enough, you hold on to what you have tightly, missing opportunities to connect, grow, or create value for others. Here's a real-world example. Imagine 2 people. One who gives a portion of their income to support causes they care about, even when they're not wealthy yet. They also spend time mentoring others and volunteering. The other keeps everything for themselves, thinking they'll give back once they've made it. Fast forward a few years. The first person has built meaningful relationships, opened new opportunities, and gained a sense of purpose. The second person, despite working hard, feels stuck and disconnected. See the pattern? Giving creates abundance. It opens doors, strengthens networks, and builds a legacy. It's not just about money. It's about creating value for others. So, how can you shift from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset when it comes to giving? Here are 3 simple but powerful steps. Start small. Giving isn't just about money. It can be your time, knowledge, or even a kind word. Focus on impact. Think about how your contribution, no matter how small, can make a difference. Trust the process. Believe that what you give will come back to you in unexpected and meaningful ways. Remember, abundance begins with action. Even the smallest acts of giving can set the stage for incredible growth and connection. Here's your challenge for today. Think of one way you can give back this week. Maybe it's donating to a cause, mentoring someone, or volunteering your time. Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're spreading abundance. If this video inspired you, hit that like button and subscribe for more insights on building a success-driven mindset. And always remember, the more you give, the more you grow. Let's create abundance together. See you in the next video.